It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg alongside. And our sideline report tonight is Doris Burke. A contest in the West. We'll see if the Los Angeles Clippers can deliver the goods here at home. And checking out Utah's opening lineup. Favors is out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Exum. Then there's Steve Novak. And it's Hayward in at the 2. Clark, I'm guessing that wasn't the plan for the D on that trip.
And I'm agreeing with you there. Once they opened the lane up for him, that was a little emphasis on that finish.
Take what the defense gives you and then just power it home, right? Why not? You know, for so long, the Jazz have been a competitive team in the West due to their defense and grit. But last year, that just wasn't the case, and it showed in the standings.
On offense, here are the Clippers. Pause, dishes to Redick. Pass to Barnes. Clippers moving the ball around. Shot clock at 5. Paul goes in. Jordan kicks to Redick. The feed now to Barnes. And the pass to Redick. Back to Paul. Second shot opportunity. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And they'd love to have a few more easy baskets like that to kind of set the tone for the rest of the game.
Exum passes to Kanter. He feeds it to Exum. Out to the right wing. Novak dishes to Kanter. Pass to Favors. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Paul kicks to Barnes. Redick for 3. And he gets it to go. Redick's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
J.J. Redick, acquired by the Clippers going into last season. A great fit, but injuries really held him back. First, surgery to repair ligaments in his wrist, then a bulged disc in his lower back. Ended up playing just 35 games in the regular season.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And it's Paul penetrating. There's the dish to Jordan. Stolen by Kanter. Shot from 12. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And Redick, were it not for the injuries, is on pace, Clark, for the best season of his 8-year NBA career.
Kevin would have been a career high in points per game. Great efficiency for Redick as well. He flourished playing alongside former ACC rival CP3, Chris Paul.
Exum kicks to Kanter. Lays it up and banks it in. Kanter's got his second basket.
Well, you just can't give them that kind of position in the post.
I'll tell you what, when he gets it in that tight, he's going to bury those.
Jordan the pass to Hawes. And the Clippers miss again. Utah leading. Hayward kicks to Exum. And stolen by Barnes. To the paint. Stolen by Kanter. Here's Hayward. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
What a smooth finish.
Well, he's certainly the one they want on the end of those breaks. He always finishes strong.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Glenn Davis is checked in for Jordan. Turkoglu comes in for Spencer Hawes. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Barnes. And it's Rivers in for Paul. Here's Redick. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Redick's got 5 now. The Jazz have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Burke dishes to Millsap. That one falls coming off Burke's feet.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Turkoglu right side. Three-pointer. And that one's good.
How about that for a response?
They will say they can give the three as well as they can take the three.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Dishes to Hayward. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
The defense was ready for him that time, and they had to be. He is so powerful in the lane.
Millsap attacking. Here's Burke. The offensive rebound. Booker. And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. Hey, guys, what's your take on Utah so far?
And I like what they've done offensively, really attacking the rim, getting a lot of points in the paint.
And, guys, they've been the aggressor early. I mean, attacking the hoop and getting into the paint, that can make the game really easy for you.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So for the Clippers right now, Hedo Turkoglu out there with Glenn Davis. Then it's Crawford. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Jordan in the 5 spot. Rivers hits both of them.
Well, the fact that Austin Rivers improved substantially in his second season and still has a long way to go tells you how rough his rookie season was. Still a volume scorer, but he's showing signs of being an NBA player, and that's more than you could say 2 seasons ago.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris.
Guys, Jamal Crawford fitting right in with the Los Angeles Clippers. He said, quote, "This is the best team I've ever been on, and it's made me a better player. I've never played with someone like Chris Paul. He makes the game easy for me. I went my first 10 years in the league without making the playoffs, so that's all I want to do now." Kevin, over to you.
In his instant offensive role, he was a big part of their success. Thanks, Doris. In Austin Rivers, the son of Clippers head coach Doc Rivers, taken 10th back in 2012. His pedigree certainly played a part in that.
Yeah, it certainly did, no doubt about it. That cuts both ways when you've got a famous last name. But Rivers not the explosive athlete that his father was. He is a creative ball handler, and he's got to continue to develop his shot and understanding how to be effective at this level. And I think you've still got to give him some time to see if that can happen.
Novak misses.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
Paul with the 3. Booker pulls it in. Utah trailing here. And there's the call on Matt Barnes. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul. If he gets another, it probably puts him on the bench for the rest of the first half.
Cantor checked in for Trevor Booker. Another miss by Utah. Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Here's Favors. Knocked away.
Terrific defense at the rim. They got right in his path.
You know, that's part of what great defenders do. They get not only in your path, but in your head a little bit, too.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Cantor, the pass to Burke. It's Novak from outside. And Favors kicks to Novak. He dishes it to Burke. And here we go. Fast break. Crawford's got it. Can't get it to go. For Utah, they've gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter. 0 for 5.
Clippers started out as a good team last year, but they never seemed to be content with what they had. They added vet after vet as the season progressed and really made some nice additions.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
Enes Kanter was the 3rd overall pick back in 2011, drafted out of Kentucky, where he actually never played a game there due to ineligibility. But he was a bit of a gamble because of that. I'm not sure he's completely delivered on those lofty expectations yet.
Spencer Hawes is checked in for the Clippers. And Trey Burke gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Third team foul.
Paul dishes to Hawes. Feeds it to Barnes. Shot clock at 6. The Clippers need to get off a shot. That's short off the rim. And for Kanter last season, Clark, a big uptick in minutes, but his productivity actually regressed somewhat.
Well, Kevin, the shooting percentages went down, as did his blocks and steals. But remember now, he's only 22 years old, and it's not always a straight line of progression for players. There are occasional detours before you bounce back up to that next plateau.
And they double up Jordan. Paul for 3. They get it again. Jordan the pass to Hawes. And a chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Coach Doc Rivers certainly hasn't minced words since joining the Clippers. He's held each player accountable and defined roles. He told DeAndre Jordan he wouldn't run any plays for him, that he just wanted him to focus on defense. Jordan said, Doc knows how to reach people. There are egos on every team, and he knows how to control all of that. It's honesty. Refreshing, gentlemen.
Champion with the Celtics. He's one of the best coaches in the league. Thanks, Doris. Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Davis is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Redick comes in for Barnes. And it's Rivers in for Paul. Utah also making some changes. Gobert comes in for Derek Favors. And Gordon Hayward is subbed in for Exum. And Utah making a change here. Millsap's checked in. Here's Burke, following the score by Jamal Crawford. Burke kicks to Kanter. The Jazz again can't hit it.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Kicks it out to Crawford. From the arc. Here's Davis. Here's Hayward. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. And Utah making a change here. Booker's checked in. Clippers trail by 3. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Hayward dishes to Burke. Redick with the rebound.
Ill-advised shot selection right there, Clark.
It really was. I mean, very low percentage shot there.
No good with the triple. And the... And we welcome you back. Glad to have you with us as more basketball is on the way. During the break, the players getting refueled with Gatorade. They're looking amped up and ready to get going once again.
Well, Gordon Hayward unable to reach an agreement on a contract extension with the Utah Jazz last season. So instead, it played out in restricted free agency. A player with a lot of admirers around the league, and a big raise, certainly a given for him.
Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. They've got Favors. Enes Kanter is out there with Steve Novak. And it's Hayward. And it's Exum in at the point. And Derek Favors picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
And for Hayward in a contract year, upping his rebounding and Steve his passing rates, but his shooting numbers did take a dip.
I think that's the key for Hayward's future, Kevin. He's got to be very consistent from the perimeter to become an all-star. He's already such a terrific all-around player, but if he can be really solid from the perimeter and consistent, look out.
Although they didn't end with the best record in the West, the Clippers were one of the top teams against the West. They had a terrific in-conference record.
Here's Novak. And he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. Novak's got 9 points.
Well, it wasn't a textbook pick, but he still managed to score. Good concentration on the finish.
And Redick kicks to Barnes. Passes it to Hawes. The feet to Barnes for the tie. The offensive rebound. Paul passes to Redick. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Goes up again. Jordan can't get it to go. As you guys said, the Clippers did very well in the conference. 36 wins for them, which tied them with the Thunder, Steve, for the second best mark.
Well, you have to be able to dominate like that if you're going to win your division, and that's what the Clippers were able to do last season for the second straight year.
Clippers trailed by 3. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
Well, that's how you send it. 2 hands and hammer it down.
Turkoglu's checked in for Spencer Hawes. Now, here's Exum. In the corner, it's Hayward. Nice ball movement by Utah. Kicks it to Novak. Lets the 3 fly.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, a little frustrated now, shaking his head after that miss.
Barnes kicks to Redick. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. The Jazz have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Favors with the ball. Turkoglu picks him up. They get it back. Favors dishes to Exum. The shot is off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
Dante Exum is one of the highest drafted international players in history, despite being relatively unknown. Not many scouts had seen a lot of him in person, but big performances at the Hoop Summit and the FIBA Under-19 Championships helped solidify his stock as a top prospect.
And a slam dunk by Favors. And the Clippers call time here.
Looks like he saw some things out there that needed adjusting and wants to talk it over a little bit with his club.
I don't think you can ever go wrong burning a timeout if you see something you don't like and you need to talk about it.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Davis is checked in for Turkoglu. Crawford comes in for Matt Barnes. And it's Austin Rivers in for J.J. Redick. Here's Millsap. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Yeah, absolutely. They made the steal pay dividends instantly in the open floor.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Yeah, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Crawford, no luck.
You know, typically, guys, he has the body control to finish when he's in that tight. I'm not sure what happened there.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The Jazz have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department. He's perfect from the line this time. Clippers trail by 7. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Foul called that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. The Clippers have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. The first free throw is good.
At the line for 2.
Both free throws good from Paul.
Boy, that was solid. I tell you, he's one of the best there is up there at the foul line.
Outside Millsap. He kicks to Burke. Paul with the steal.
And Yeah, no need to rush it. They can play for one shot.
And I think they should wait till about the 5-second mark to go for it.
Paul with the steal. He got it up. The third quarter comes to a... Jazz leading by 5. We got Spencer Hawes. Austin Rivers is out there with J.J. Redick. Then there's Glenn Davis. And it's Crawford at the small forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
Boy, nice bucket. They're really playing intelligently here.
And even though the lead's not large, they've definitely got the upper hand.
Hawes the pass to Redick. Rivers kicks to Hawes. And now Utah, fast break. Hayward leading the charge.
Pretty bad defense, letting the offense get right to the rim, but smart play to foul once he was there.
But you know what's going to happen, and they sent a message right there. Nothing easy inside.
The free throw drops by Hayward. Gordon Hayward with an unusual pattern dating back 6 years, back and forth. Great three-point shooting one season, and then Clark awful the next.
You know, it's a bit puzzling, Kevin. You look at the numbers from 2009 to 2014. Up and down, up and down. Last season, around just 30%. I'm sure it's a coincidence, but it's a pretty rare one, no doubt. And I'm sure Gordon, with his work ethic, is going to try to smooth that good three-point shooting out and sustain it for him.
And blocked. And Hawes kicks to Rivers. Good. Nothing but net. Jazz leading by 9. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
He had pretty much played mistake-free basketball up to that point. That's really the only time he's turned it over so far.
To the left side wing. Launches it. There's the bucket. Good. Rivers has got 5 points in the quarter.
And for Hayward, his role and responsibilities have steadily increased each season, but his scoring efficiency has steadily dropped in the opposite direction. Is he cut out for the role of primary scorer and shot creator? I think that's the question. You know, the numbers to this point raise some doubts. Now, halftime was exactly what they needed, as they have shot the ball much better coming out of the break.
Yeah, they have looked a lot better this half. I don't know what it was. Perhaps they changed the rims, unbeknownst to us, but something changed.
And with that, the Jazz lead is cut back down to 6. They get the basket from Redick.
And for Hayward, asked to score in isolation much more last season, definitely a challenge for him. He's a gifted ball handler and passer, really good all-around player. But he's been most effective scoring off the ball, whether cutting to the rim or filling the lane in transition.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Los Angeles. Paul comes in for Austin Rivers. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Quinn Snyder was going over with his team. He wants to make sure they stay assertive and aggressive on the offensive end, saying, I don't want to sit on this lead. Let's build on it and not give them a chance of coming back. Guys?
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
Cantor dishes to Hayward. Free throw line jump shot. And Utah again with the bucket.
Well, the execution just has not been there defensively in the second half. They look a step slow out there.
Paul with the 3. Rebound, Utah. Cantor's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pause. Derek Favors with the rebound. Favors got rebound number 5 here tonight. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Hayward can't hit.
He had a defender draped all over. Not really the best shot there.
Well, not the shot you hope for when it's well contested like that.
Paul kicks to Barnes. And stolen by Hayward. Here's Favors. That's good.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, going through the motions as it appears. It'll be a nice win here for the Jazz.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, Clark, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Well, it's more than luck, Kevin. I think the shot selection was good, too.
It always takes someone stepping up, and that happened here as we got great numbers for Enes Kanter. You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on defense that put them in the driver's seat.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Well, guys, tonight they came in here and really dictated the terms of the engagement, which is very difficult to do as the visitors.
You're right. That's not usually the way things work in the NBA. It's a great win, and no question, it's going to be a happy plane ride out of here.
Would have been lucky to knock that shot down.
Yeah, that kind of shot will definitely get you the high eyebrows from the coach and maybe get you a seat on the bench, too.
Puts up a prayer, can't connect. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win.